Our next guest has been with us before. He appears in almost every major nightclub in the country, Tom Dressen, and he's brought a special friend with him today. Her name is Arlene Goldbach. She is an interpreter for the deaf, and we're going to let Tom explain why she's with you today.
Well, I'm going to do a show at the Improvisation on Sunday night, June 5th, with a lot of other comedians, some of the funniest comedians in Los Angeles, in the world, we'll say. And Billy Crystal and myself agreed to do this. And it's going to be for the hearing impaired, you know, for the deaf. And Arlene is going to be on stage with us, along with another young lady, I'm told, and she will be doing sign to the audience so that they'll understand, what the comedians are saying.
So the audience will be deaf?
Yes.
For the most part.
For the, well, no, they don't
part,
have to be, but the thing is that those who are hearing impaired get in free. There's a cover charge at the door, and all the proceeds go to, it's for the can you tell me, Arlene?
Yes. All of the money is going to the Hearing Dog Program, which is sponsored by the American Humane Society.
Yes.
The Hearing Dog Program, that's something new. I mean, the seeing eye dogs I've known about, but never the hearing dogs. Can you...
Hearing dogs are, what they do for deaf people is, if you are a deaf person and you're walking down the street and a person is behind you, they let you know. They will tell you what is happening. If you drop something out of your pocket, they will tell you, and they'll pull you over, and they will show you exactly what is happening. If your phone rings, if the door knocks, they will come and they will get you.
And if
it's wonderful, and it is new.
If you step on their tail, they will bite you. It's
and either one, deaf or blind, you know.
I was pleased to hear Arlene was doing this because Arlene and I study acting together. We were in an acting class together at one time, being taught by his name is Mark Lano, but he also owns the Improvisation where we're doing this club. Bud Friedman and Mark Lano are partners. So when I found out she was doing this is great, because in acting class we'd always want to do a scene together. Now we're actually finally appearing on stage together. She's going to interpret for me.
I'm going to tell you this, and this is serious. I thought of this when I knew that we were going to be doing this on the show. It's an old joke. Okay, it's about the guys in jail on the cell block, and a new guy gets thrown in the cell with his buddy, or this other guy. And all of a sudden somebody yells out 86 and everybody laughs. And then the next cell somebody yells out 72 and everybody laughs again. And the guy says, what's going on here? He says, why are you yelling out these numbers and everybody laughs? And the other guy says, well, each number represents a joke, right? So the guy tells the new guy a joke and says, that's number 63. So the guy yells out 63 and nobody laughs. And the old prisoner says, well, it's all on how you tell it. You know, and it's an old joke, but I mean it seriously in this respect, because, I mean, when you tell a joke, any comedian tells a joke, it's timing.
Of course.
Now, how does it work?
Well, I'll tell you the truth, I don't know, and I hope that all the people in the audience will come and find out, because I've never done it before. But and when they called me and said, would you come and do this, when Bud Freeman and Mark Lano said, would you do this, I have a nephew who's deaf, and so it's very close to me, and I said, yes, I'll do it. And they said, you know, there's going to be an interpreter. I said, I'll do it. I don't care. I'll do it. Whatever. It should be fun. It should be an experience. And
yeah, but that just, I don't know, just entered my mind on how that would work like that.
It should be a lot of fun. I like to involve myself in all sorts of charities.
Yeah, you are involved in a bunch, aren't you? You got a run coming up?
I once a year run 26 miles back in Illinois. I did it last year. It's called 26 Miles for Darlene. My sister has multiple sclerosis. Oh. She's been stricken for about 16 years now. And she's crippled and in a wheelchair and almost incapacitated. So I decided, like most people who have someone they love a great deal who has multiple sclerosis, that your words were starting to get empty. I'm saying, I love you, please don't give up. And yet she was giving up. So I thought I'd do something dramatic, and last year I went back to Illinois, and I have never run 26 miles, but I ran 13 communities. I took a lot of celebrities with me, and it was a big success. This year we're doing it again July 8th, 9th, and 10th. We're opening July 8th with a big show. Bart Starr, the coach of the Green Bay Packers, is my guest speaker. Traveling with me will be Smokey Robinson, Johnny Yoon, the Korean comedian, right. Frankie Avalon, Tony Danza, comedian Johnny Dark, Captain and Tennille, Robert Conrad, Dennis Berkeley, and a host of it's Tom Sullivan, the blind singer, you know. And we're all going to do a show, and Bart Starr is going to be the guest speaker. And then on Sunday, we'll run 2 miles in 13 suburbs, so for a total of of 26 miles, but we won't run fast. The townspeople are going to run with us in every community. And it's going to be a big success.
Frank Sinatra, who you opened for recently, right, in Vegas? Didn't he cut a special commercial for?
Yeah, he's one of... I performed for Frank in Atlantic City. And he's very much interested in multiple sclerosis because he has a very good friend who has MS in a wheelchair, and Frank was just his best man at the wedding. And the man was married in a wheelchair. In fact, I saw pictures of that when I worked with him. So he was very much interested in this run. He asked me all about it. Last year, he pledged $100 for every mile I ran. And I got $2,600 from Frank Sinatra alone, and that helped a lot. But this year, he was interested, so interested, when he went to Chicago, he cut a commercial for this run saying, I hope you'll come out and join Tom Dressen and his friends when they come to town and try to raise some money to help find the cure for MS.
Boy, a thing like that helps, doesn't it?
It always helps whenever any celebrity... There are two types of celebrities, I believe, in our business. Those who know where their gift came from and always want to help repay the less fortunate. And there are those who think that they earned this gift. They think they're the most talented singer in the world, the most talented comedian in the world, because they thought of the idea and they worked hard, and now they're this great entertainer. And they don't realize that it is a gift, that one kid can sing like a bird and the four sisters can't hit a note, that one kid plays baseball naturally and the other kid can't hit a ball, one kid is a concert pianist at 5. Each child is given some gift, and entertainers who reach a degree of success, after a while, most of them realize, they say, gee, how fortunate I am to be doing this. And they will go to benefits, you know, charities all the time and give up their time. And other entertainers won't. And those who won't are the ones, I believe, that don't realize where the gift came from, you know.
Now, let me ask you about working with Frank Sinatra in Las Vegas. I got confused here recently. They said he changed hotels where he's working. And I thought somebody said that he went from Caesars in Vegas to the Golden Nugget in Vegas.
Yes, he did. Now, what it is, he signed a contract with the Golden Nugget Hotel. And the Golden Nugget in Atlantic City is on the boardwalk. The Golden Nugget in Las Vegas is downtown. Right. Now, what's happening is he won't be appearing in Las Vegas. I didn't work with Frank in Las Vegas. I worked with him in Atlantic City. He won't be appearing at the Golden Nugget for about a year or maybe 18 months as they remodel the Golden Nugget. But the one downtown. So Frank Sinatra will not be working Caesar's Palace. He won't be working anywhere in Nevada for a year until he opens at the Golden Nugget. That's part of the deal. Yeah.
That's going to bring back a whole new side of things in Las Vegas as far as the downtown area goes.
I think it's going to totally change Las Vegas. I think when Frank goes to the Golden Nugget downtown, that a lot of other big names will go down there as well.
Because he's been out on the Strip all these years.
Yeah. I think it's interesting. See, I think those changes are very important. I think they're exciting in show business. Atlantic City almost saved my business. Show business, because I think what's happened in show business is that little time has gotten bigger and big time has gotten smaller. Yeah. You know, now there's 60, 70 comedy clubs in the United States where a comedian can train. There's an actual vaudeville. There were none of those when I started out. You know, but the big time has gotten a little bit smaller, but Atlantic City is exciting, and the things that are happening are exciting.
Big sports fan. Billy Martin just gave you tickets personally to come to the games.
Yeah, that's true. Billy Martin is Tommy Lasorda. Is somebody I know and love. I like sports a great deal. Tommy Lasorda is someone I know and love. I think he's one of the greatest managers in baseball, but he's mad at me because I'm a Cub fan. He gives me a bad time all the time that I'm a Cub fan. And a while back, I was back in his locker room in his office after a game, and they beat the Cubs 2-1, and he got mad at me, told everybody that I'm a Cub fan, don't talk to me. And he went in the shower, and he was hollering, you still out there, Dressen, you bum? And when he was washing the soap out of his eyes, I was standing next to him naked with just my Cub hat on in the shower. So we have big time. But Billy, I did some benefit shows for Billy, for Ken Boyer, God rest his soul. When Ken Boyer had cancer and was dying, Billy Martin threw a big benefit for him, and I did the show. So Billy has since always been very nice to me. And he came in town last night, he got me 2 tickets to the, you know, he calls me at home and says, come on down as my guest. And we went, and of course the Yankees lost. The Angels out here beat him 3 in a row, so Billy's not in a very good mood, but...
Oh, well, just sit a couple seats away from him in case he starts swinging.
Of course.
Okay.
Let me ask you something, Bill. Sure. Before this show, I mean, I thought it would be nice. I've never done this before. I had a manicure. I've never had a manicure before, if you can see. Do you think that it's somewhat effeminate for a man to have a manicure?
No.
No?
No.
Well, thanks. I'm glad, because next week I'm having my breast enlarged. And,
well, that I would worry about. If you come in here in a dress, then we're really in big trouble. Thank you very much, Tom. And again, the shows at the
Improvisation, June 5th, It starts around 8 p.m., I believe, and it'll run until about 12. And every funny comic in this town is going to be there. And the hearing impaired, once again, get in for free. So if you have a friend or a relative and you know, that's hearing impaired, please come and you get in for free. And this lovely lady right here will do it for you. With good timing, mind you.
Yeah, is she keeping up with this?
But even if you're not hearing impaired, please come and help support this wonderful cause.
Okay, thank you very much, Tom. Thank you, Arlene.
Thank you.
We'll be seeing you. And we'll be back with Charles Champlin to talk about the Playboy Jazz Festival coming up.